Jesus asked John and James, "Can you drink the cup that I am going to drink?" They said to him, "We can." And James did. James went on to drink the cup that Jesus drank. That's why this celebration of his feast. The end of his story. Then you may ask why this gospel, this doesn't reflect well on James and John. Why this gospel on his feast day? Talk about his martyrdom, not about this gospel. Doesn't look very good on James and John. This is where we are. This gospel is given to us today as a mirror to look at ourselves. This is where we all are. The feast is about the end of a story, but we have to think about where he started. This is where we are. Whether we admit or not, you and me, admit or not, we all have this in our head. This desire for honor, place, power, influence, to be somebody. Who wants to be nobody? No, everyone wants to be somebody, to be somebody. Attention, admiration, love, and care. Look at me. Who am I? What do you think? At the back of, whether you admit or not, at the back of the mind, we all have that desire for power, influence, honor, respect, everything. That's where John and James were. As a good mother, the mother goes to Jesus, "No, don't forget my lads. You talk about the kingdom all the time. You keep on, kingdom, kingdom, kingdom. So you're going to be a king, aren't you? So remember my 2 children." Good mother. Then we are reminded the end of the story is different for John and James. James, the first of the 12 apostles to die for the Lord, within a decade, just a little over a decade after Jesus' resurrection, during the time of King Agrippa, Herod Agrippa, James was killed by the sword. He drank the cup that Jesus drank. What is the message for you and me? Like John and James, we are all works in progress. We are not there yet. But always look at the end of the story for James and John, all the apostles. Never ever condemn these disciples. They hadn't seen the end of the story where they are going to be one day. But in our case, we already know. Hence, we have no excuse. We have the gospel of Jesus. We know where we are, and we know where we are supposed to be. Hence, we have to be very focused on our calling to be his disciples. In every Mass, you will hear those words, "My blood poured out for you. This is my cup. This is my life given to you in self-emptying love, self-sacrificing love, a life given for others." The message for you and me is, the Lord is asking you and me, let your life be a cup poured out for others. Let your life reveal the meaning and the message of the life of Jesus. Let your life and my life be a life of self-giving sacrifice, a life given for others, lived for others. Only then we can be truly and really Jesus' disciples.